Hey guys, I haven't done a live video in a long time, a real long time. So I had posted a few videos earlier. I mean, not videos, I posted a few pictures earlier. I posted a few pictures earlier. There's some photos from when I had first started to now. And Conjure, I had already thought about going live, you know, because we all just in the house or whatever. So Conjure had actually commented about the shrimp and grits. So I was like, maybe I'll do that to go live. So we're gonna make shrimp and grits today. I'm gonna tell you the ingredients, but I'll also leave the ingredients once the video posts. I'll leave the ingredients in like the comment section, so if you want to make it yourself, you can, and I'll save it so you can go back and watch the video. And I'm gonna also post it on YouTube as well, because I think I'm gonna get me a little a YouTube channel going. Okay, I don't know why. Oh, I know, because that's the clip. Oh well, we'll have to deal with it. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna tell you what I'm working with over here. Okay, I have some heavy cream, I have some peppers, I have some scallions. I may use a little bit of garlic. I haven't decided yet when I saute the shrimp. I have some pesto sauce. This is tomato pesto. And I got this from Aldi, actually. It's really, really good. Excuse me. It's not COVID, okay? I have allergies. And got a little drip going. Now, here's the thing about the grits, okay? I had a very good mentor, Chef Define, back in Atlanta, and he used to talk about yellow grits all the time, okay? So I actually order my grits. I get these stone ground yellow grits, but as you can see, I am out of them, okay? So for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna use these old-fashioned grits you can get in Walmart, okay? I season my shrimp. Sometimes I like to kind of do different things with the shrimp. I don't necessarily always just go with like one seasoning. So today I did this chipotle roasted garlic. I like a little bit of heat to it as well, so I did this a little bit of blackened seasoning. And who can't have shrimp without Old Bay? So I did get a little bit of Old Bay in there, okay? Because I just like that Old Bay flavor. It will come through when we saute the shrimp or whatever and add it to the grits. I have some lemons, all right? And I have some parsley, and then as you can see in the back, I have my two little plants as some basil and some thyme. We're actually gonna use that in the sauce, okay? Now, what I like to do when I'm cooking at home, not when I'm personal shopping or catering, I always gotta have a little bit of wine. So this is actually, I like getting wine from Aldi. Don't laugh at me, don't talk about me, but I like trying the little wines out. This is some blackberry Merlot. And I said, let me try this out, a little sweet wine. So, you know, we gonna have a little bit of wine while we cook, okay? And then I also use, when I make my sauce, again, this is some wine. Cheap wine is fine. I got this from Aldi, okay? And it's Chardonnay. And this is going to go into our sauce that we put over our grits, okay? Alrighty. Let's get to cooking. Now, I wish I could, when you in Keedra's kitchen, I mean, we have like incense going. We got the wine going. We got the, usually have the music going. But since I want to add this to YouTube, I can't play the music. So we're not gonna play music today. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna get started with my grits, because that's gonna take the longest to cook. If you are using like minute grits, quick grits, I'm not gonna talk about you. But next time, try to get something different, okay? And just use the ratio for whatever the grit says. Now, we're also going to be adding, and let me just tell you this too, okay? Don't get out here talking about, that ain't how my auntie do, that how my grandma, if you read the thing, it says Keedra's Shrimp and Grits, okay? This is how Keedra cooks, Keedra's Shrimp and Grits in Keedra's kitchen, okay? Okay. So, I have just enough water in here for some grits. I don't really measure stuff out, but if you need to measure, I make this all the time, so I kind of know what the ratio is. But also too, I put just a little bit less water than what it calls for, because we're also gonna add this heavy cream to it. It's gonna kind of thin it out, but you don't want, like, you know, runny grits. You want a good consistency. So you can kind of put just a little bit less water in it, and it'll give you a good grit, especially after we put this cream in there. Also, I forgot one thing for the grits. I have this, I got this cheese from Walmart. I like to explore different cheeses, even though right now I'm currently giving up dairy, because dairy, you know, causes a lot of mucus buildup. But we're gonna put some, I don't like grits, shrimp and grits without some cheese in the grits. So I got this from Walmart. It's apple smoked cheddar cheese, okay? This is kind of like my go-to if I can't find something else, but I kind of like to shop around for cheeses. I love cheese, like in my grits, like a good, when I'm doing shrimp and grits. I love a good smoky cheese, or maybe like a chipotle cheese. Publix has a really good chipotle cheese. It's really, really good, like a habanero cheese. I do like a little bit of heat, so I may put I have some jalapenos. I may put the jalapenos in the sauce, but I'll think about that, okay? Because I do like a little heat to it as well, too. Just a little bit, not too much. But when it comes to the cheese, when you're making shrimp and grits, you do want something that's kind of smoky, that's going to give like a real depth of flavor, okay? So this apple smoked cheddar cheese is really, really good. And we're going to use this when it's time to flavor the grits. But to be quite honest with you, I love Aldi's. They have really, really good stuff there. And you can actually find some really good cheese. And I can't find it here in Florida, at the Aldi here in Florida. But they had it when I was back in Atlanta. They had some really, 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 really good applewood smoked. This is just apple smoked. It was applewood smoked cheese, cheddar cheese, and it was so good, and it added such a good flavor to the grits. But this is good as well, so we're going to use this, and it gives it, I just love the flavor of it when you put it in the grits and then up against all the other flavors that we have going on here. So I'm going to actually turn this water on, and you can go ahead and bring the water to a boil, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put just, I'm not going to lie, I was going to say a little bit of butter, but it's not going to be a little bit of butter. It's a little bit of butter, but I'm only making just a little bit of grits, only for myself. So I'm going to put, you know, a healthy amount in there. Now, when I cook, like for other people, my food is not healthy. I'm trying to make a transition because I'm taking on a more healthier lifestyle. So I'm trying to make a transition and cooking more, you know, healthier food. But when I cook for people, when I personal chef, when I cater, that food is not healthy, okay? But it's good, I will tell you that. All right? And I'm going to throw, so I like to keep like a little salt and pepper mix in here in the kitchen. All right, this is a little bit of salt and pepper. So in addition to the butter, not margarine, use butter, okay? I'm going to put just a little bit of pinch of salt and pepper in here. Maybe 2 pinches as it boils, okay? All right, so while we're waiting on that to boil, put my grits over here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up my peppers. I have a orange pepper, a red pepper, and a green pepper. And all I'm gonna do is I'm just going to dice the peppers up, okay? I want them diced up. And I like to use colors, and I hope you can see what I'm doing down here, okay? But I'm just cutting them thin like this. Julienne is what they're called. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna julienne them up so that Have a whole bunch of julienne pieces like that. And then from there, I just cut them. I just dice them up. Okay. You put as little as you want. I like the peppers in there. We're actually gonna cook those down. I like the peppers in there. I like to get the colored peppers because, you know, presentation is everything. So I like for, you know, the colors to help it pop, right? Help the dish pop when we doing presentation. All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these peppers up. So if you were watching, I shared this video from my page and it's posted on Keedra's Kitchen. So I just need you to like Keedra's Kitchen, go to Keedra's Kitchen, and then make sure you share this video too, okay? Okay, so that didn't take long because I only had a little bit of water in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and when I start cooking at the stove, I'm gonna move the camera over to the stove. But I'm gonna go ahead and add my grits in there. Again, if you're unsure, just go ahead and use the ratio that it tells you in the directions. I cook this all the time, so I kind of know what I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna whisk the grits in there. Can y'all see? All right, and then I'm gonna take it off a boil. I will put it to like a, not medium, but like a low medium. And I'm actually, so at this point I'm trying to control my heat. So, because I don't want the grits to burn. I don't want them to cook too fast either. So I took it off the stove to control my heat. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna add them. I'm gonna add just a little bit of water too. Just a little bit. There we go. All right. So now we're gonna put that on there. We're gonna let those grits cook at a low to medium heat while we finish cutting up our peppers. So like I said, this video, I started it on Keedra's Kitchen Facebook page, but I also shared it to my personal page. So you guys just please go and like Keedra's Kitchen and share the video because I'm thinking about starting to do cooking videos. I mean, we in the house and we gotta eat, right? All right. Again, I am just julienning these peppers, okay? This is a julienne cut, like this, all right? And then once I get them julienne, then I dice them up. And that's what I want. I want diced peppers. I hear my grits over here cooking. All right. Add just a little bit more water. Thickened up. All right, so now we got to get to work. Okay, let me do this first. All right, and I'm just gonna cut just a little bit more green because I have a lot of red and orange. So just a little bit more green. We're making shrimp and grits, guys. If you're just joining us, making shrimp and grits. This is Keedra's shrimp and grits, not your mama, not your auntie, not your grandma, but Keedra. How Keedra makes shrimp and grits in Keedra's Kitchen. And this is actually one of my more popular dishes. When I do brunch, it's the shrimp and grits and the French toast. That French toast is really good. It's bomb. All right, so now we're gonna move this over I'll cut up my scallions a little bit later, okay? We're gonna move this over to the stove so you guys can follow along and see what's going on over here, okay? All right, so I'm gonna turn my stove on medium. Now, a lot of people like to cook with, let me see if y'all can see that. Okay, yeah, y'all can see that. Okay, a lot of people like to cook with extra olive virgin oil. Don't. From now on, after seeing this video, do not cook on the stove with extra virgin olive oil, okay? Just don't do it. If you read on here, it says best for dipping, dressings, and sauces, okay? So if I was to make like a salad dressing, which I made a salad dressing last night, then I use the extra virgin olive oil. The extra virgin has like a, I mean, y'all know, y'all use olive oil. It has like a distinct taste to it, right? And when you cook it, since olive oil does not cook, and it has a, like, it doesn't have a, like a high heat, it burns really quickly, then you cook off that extra virgin taste that it has to offer, okay? So do not cook with extra virgin olive oil, okay? What I am going to use is I'm going to use some grapeseed oil, okay? I love grapeseed oil. You can use grapeseed oil, avocado oil, coconut oil if you wanted to, but don't cook on the stove with extra virgin olive oil. If you cooking some salmon, if you just, you know, cooking some if you have to put any oil in your pan, just don't use extra virgin olive oil, okay? Use grapeseed, avocado, coconut, something other than extra virgin olive oil, right? It's not what it's for, okay? Cool. You can do canola oil. In the restaurants, they do like a oil blend. I'm just coating my pan with the oil. In the restaurants, they do like an oil blend. It's like a canola, vegetable, whatever they have or whatever. All right. Take a sip of wine. All right, so I'm letting I'm letting my pan heat up. The first thing I'm going to put on here are the diced up peppers, okay? Once this pan heats up, I like it to where it's like hot. You put those peppers on there and just hit that sizzle, okay? Once those peppers kind of brown a little bit, we're then going to add our wine, our white wine, okay? And you can just put your hand over the pan to see if it's, check on your grits. All right. So while that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and add my heavy cream. I do not know the measurements, okay? I make this so much that I know the consistency that I'm looking for. Again, that is not the Rona, that is allergies, okay? I know the consistency that I'm looking for, and I want like a creaminess to my grits, okay? So just add it until you get that consistency. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt and pepper. I usually would not use black pepper in grits. I usually will use white pepper, but I ran out of white pepper and I forgot to pick it up when I went to the store, okay? You want to put that salt and pepper in there because once we put that cheese in there, that salt is just going to kind of like just accentuate that cheese flavor. So, you know, I know people like, I don't want to use salt. No, use salt. Cook with salt, okay? I use kosher salt. This right here is kosher salt. All right. I got this from Restaurant Depot's kosher salt. You could probably find this same thing at, actually I think I got this one from Walmart because I ran out of my Restaurant Depot one. Kosher salt, sea salt. Just don't use iodized salt, okay? All right, so our grits are sitting and this sounds and feels hot. Perfect. Y'all heard that sizzle? All right. I have my heat not on high, but kind of in the middle between medium and high. It's on. So on this stove, I have it on like in between 6 and 7. Okay, whatever that is, I don't know. And basically, what I want this to do is I want this to kind of brown up a little bit. All right, kind of, you know, put some flavor into into the peppers. I'm gonna hold off on the scallions because they're really delicate. So we're actually gonna add those at the end, okay? Get a little sip of wine. Don't forget the wine, y'all, okay? Oh, and I have some butter too. So the difference, so I used this butter in the grits. I used this butter for the sauce, okay? There's a difference. It's not really a difference in what the butter is, but the difference is this is soft butter. I just let this sit out, okay? Butter is okay to sit out. You really don't need to refrigerate it, to be quite honest with you, unless you're like baking or something like that. Then you need cold butter. But I'm going to make a sauce, and I'm going to finish this sauce off with butter. I prefer my butter to be cold instead of soft, okay? So this is actually refrigerated butter. I keep just a few pieces of butter in the fridge, and then the rest of it, you know, I just leave out. Or either, you know, I'll take one of the refrigerated pieces out and leave it out or whatever. But I'm trying to stop using butter as well. But again, but this dish can't get around it because it just adds another depth of flavor. So one thing about cooking, right? One thing that chefs try to do. Okay, let me just show you these grits right quick, okay? This is actually a good consistency. Let me see if y'all can. That's okay, Alicia. I'm gonna save it so you can keep watching it. I mean, you could come back and see it, okay? So these grits are actually a really good consistency, okay? They're creamy and all right. But I'm going to still let them sit. They're at a very low heat, very low. They're like a number in between 1 and low, okay? Because I want them to stay creamy. And I'm probably going to have to end up adding some more cream to it once I add that cheese to it. That cheese is going to make it kind of thicken up. I don't like really thick, clumpy grits. I don't like them loose either. I like them just like right in the middle, right? So, all right. So now we see our peppers. They are, see if y'all can see this. They starting to brown. Okay. Oh, and they smell so good too. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I use this for emergency purposes, okay? This is garlic in the jar. Usually I have fresh garlic, but I just had a spoon. Look at that spoon. Oh, usually I have fresh garlic, but I did not chop it up today. All right. Woo. Just that alone smells so good. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper, just a little bit. Oh my God, that smells so good alone. I wish I could just like smell through the camera or through the phone or whatever. Ah! All right, I'm gonna turn this heat down just a little bit to about medium. And now I'm gonna add the wine, okay? That's probably about a cup of wine. That's probably about 3/4 of a cup of wine, okay? I'm gonna add a little bit more. Well, I don't really need that much because it's only me. But what's gonna happen is this wine, the alcohol is gonna burn off, and we're gonna actually let this reduce down a little bit. Oh, that smells so good. That smells so good. Just with the peppers, the wine, and the garlic. All right. We're gonna get ready for this cheese and the grits. Open up my cheese. This cheese is so good, y'all. And I got it from Walmart. Like I said, here's where I get my cheeses from, right? Kroger. If I was back in Atlanta, I could go to Kroger and get some really good cheese. Hold on. I'm rinsing off my whisk. Okay, I'm back. I can go to Kroger and get some really good cheese, but I don't have a Kroger here in Florida. All right, so I'm probably gonna end up adding more wine, maybe not. But what I'm gonna, Kroger, Aldi, and Walmart. Walmart would be my last resort, but really Kroger, Aldi, or Publix. Publix has good cheese too. That's what I do here. Since I don't have a Kroger, I go to Aldi and Publix mainly. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna add some of this pesto to it. This tomato pesto. Let's add 2 teaspoons. Again, you know, it's all about, so when you cook, it's really all about just like adding those flavors. You know what I'm saying? How many flavors can you get together that just complement each other? Like, I like when somebody eats you know what I'm saying, my food, after I'm personal chefing for them or whatever, I like for them just sit back and be like at every they taste like a new flavor. You know what I'm saying? All the way to like the very last bite, and even after they swallow, they're just like, ooh, 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 yeah. That's good food, okay? That's how I want to eat, and that's how I want people to eat when they eat my food. All right, so I put that pesto in there. I'm going to add just a little bit of more salt and pepper. I know that I need lemon in here, but I want to taste it first before I add that lemon, okay? That's good. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna turn my heat down just a little bit now. All right. And you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna add just a little bit, just like an eensy weensy teensy tiny bit of cream. Oh, in here. Yes, that did something. There we go. Oh, can y'all see this? Let me see it. Let me make sure y'all can see what's happening over here. Y'all see that? Can y'all smell it? All right, I want to make sure y'all can see what's going on. Okay, that cream, it actually it's like once it starts to boil, it's actually going to give it just a slight creaminess to it or whatever. Go ahead, a little bit more. All right, that's good. Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna let this cook. Actually, what I'm gonna do, because it's just shrimp and grits, we're gonna add our shrimp while we finish off the grits. So I have my shrimp in the, actually before I do that, I'm actually going, nope, we're not gonna do that yet because I don't want it to separate. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my shrimp again. I seasoned my shrimp with that chipotle, what is it? Chipotle garlic. Chipotle and roasted garlic. I put a little bit of and I didn't add my jalapenos in here. But if you want to add, again, that's just another piece of flavor. If you want to add jalapenos, to this, you can. I did not. I may still do it. I think I'm not gonna. There's another depth of flavor. All right, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let that sit. We're gonna come back. We're gonna flip that shrimp in just a second. Okay, we're gonna add our scallions on top, and then wham bam. All right, where is my, oh, right here. At least I thought it was right here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grate this cheese into how much cheese until you get the flavor that you want. So I don't know. I just grate, okay? I grate and then I stop. I wish I could play music, but I want to put this on YouTube, and YouTube be tripping about you know, the music that you have in the background. So, cause usually, like, if you come into my kitchen, like, if I'm sitting over here cooking, we got the wine. Y'all already saw the wine. We got the incense going. I got the music going, and it's just a good time. Somebody back in Sanctuary, not back in Sanctuary, back when I was in seminary, my homegirl Brittany, she used to tell me that my kitchen was a sanctuary. I kind of took pride in that. All right. All right, let's mix this up. All right, so I'm gonna have to add some more cream to this. And I'm using the spoon. Usually I use my whisk, but I want to use the whisk. Actually, I don't need the whisk anymore for this. So, turn the shrimp. All right, so that's almost done. You can use any size shrimp too. Let's taste this. Perfect, except for I want these just to be a little bit looser. And it looks like I'm gonna have some leftover grits because I know I'm not about to eat all of this. If you have leftover grits, then we can make grit cakes. And maybe I'll do grit cakes tomorrow because I know I'm gonna have some left over. So come back on here tomorrow. We'll do grit cakes, okay? All right. That's good. That's really good. I taste the flavor. I taste the smokiness of the cheese. I taste the cheddar flavor. You know what? Let's put just a little bit more in here. It's because like that. You know what? I don't want to overpower it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more. But this smoked cheddar, when I tell you the thing's so good, and then once it gets up against this right here, oh my God, it's gonna be so good. It is so good, y'all. That's perfect. Okay, I had squeezed out some oranges earlier. Some lemons. So this is just a little bit of lemon juice. We're gonna add this to it. That gives it just a little bit of acid. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Woo! That wasn't supposed to happen. Add a little bit more lemon juice. All right, and then you don't want to overcook the shrimp either. that shrimp was it was raw. It was not already cooked, so that's actually perfect. I'm gonna turn this off, okay, while I do. Here, let's go back over here. So our grits are done, and our grits are done. Get this right now. Our grits are done. Our shrimp with the sauce is done. We still have wine. What's quarantine without wine, right? All right, so I'm gonna give just a little chop to these scallions right here. Now, with scallions, green onions, okay, this whole thing can actually be used. We can reuse these, so we're just gonna save them up. All right, so this whole thing can actually be used except for this part at the bottom right here, okay? So I'm gonna cut that off. I'm actually not gonna use this end, but this end right here is more oniony than the green end, okay? It just like it can be used more so like an onion, so more like you get more flavor out of this part right here, okay? I'm not gonna use that end because if I would have wanted to saute those up with the peppers, but I didn't do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just chop this in. Actually gonna use the whole thing, but it still has, like, the green part still has flavor to it, but this just has more onion flavor to it, okay? I'm gonna throw this in there, like literally just dump it in there. I don't want it to really kind of cook, just kind of want it just to add the flavor. And then we're gonna add the butter. So let's come back over here. I need a cameraman. All right, because we forgot to add the butter. So we got a little bit of butter. This is still hot. You want it to be hot, okay? This is about 2 tablespoons worth of butter. And I'm gonna actually cut this in half so that it can melt down faster. All right, so we got 1 tablespoon. What I'm not gonna do is I'm not going to stir it, anything. All I'm gonna do really is just kind of give it a swirl and just kind of let it melt itself in there, okay? I turned the stove back on, all right? But I'm just giving it a swirl. The reason why I did not add it earlier is because when butter is cooking for so long, then it begins to separate and you have the fat, you have the water part, and I don't want it to separate. I want it to remain butter, okay? So that's why I do it at the very last end. I still want that buttery flavor and that buttery component, okay? So this way it just melts down, all right? And I'm just swirling it until it melts. All right, being nice and gentle with the butter. And then I'm just gonna top all of this off with a little bit of salt and pepper. I can guarantee you this tastes really good. Taste your food, okay? Especially if you're not measuring. It's okay to taste, not a crime to taste. I don't measure, so I have to taste it along the way. And all I'm tasting is just the little broth part. That's so good. Just need a little bit of salt and pepper. That's good. All right. Now it is time to plate it up. Let's go back over here. Sorry if it's crooked. It's not my intention. Just turn your head, okay? More wine. Alrighty. Okay. I have a bowl. I have a small bowl. Okay. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take just a little ladle, okay, and I am going to put actually, all right, I'm gonna take just a little ladle. I'm actually just gonna coat the bottom of my bowl with the ladle, okay? I mean with the sauce. Oh, I'm gonna add my creamy grits to it now. And I actually cut it, so for presentation purposes, okay? Can you guys see that? Can you guys see? Okay, for presentation purposes, I'm just gonna go, like I kind of just wanna just put it right in the middle, okay? Oh, I'm gonna cut up another green onion so I can top it off with that look, okay? Right in the middle. All right. I'm gonna take my shrimp. If I had jumbo shrimp, that would kind of like sit the shrimp up or whatever, make it look real cute. But since it's not jumbo shrimp, I'm just gonna put the shrimp on there. But I'm gonna pile it up again for presentation purposes. You cooking for yourself. I like my food to look cute, so even if I'm not cooking for somebody, but if I was cooking for, you know what I'm saying, a boo or whatever, you know, I gotta want to impress you, so I'm gonna just like make it look cute and just like gonna put it on the plate or in the bowl and pile that joint up, make it look nice and cute and presentable. Okay, I'm gonna take some of those peppers and stuff, and I'm just gonna like kind of just put them on top. Can y'all see that? Looks good. All right, bam. Throw some of those peppers and stuff on top. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. And then really quickly, I'm gonna get some more green onion. I'm just all about, like, I just want it to look really, really good. So I'm gonna get some more green onion, chop that up right quick, just a little bit. All right, sprinkle them joints on top. That added like another like component to the presentation to see, just like that greening. Oh, you know what I forgot, you guys? I forgot to add the thyme and the basil to this when I was making the sauce. It's okay. You can add anything you want to flavor your sauce up, okay? But I should have added the thyme and the basil. But it's still gonna taste good. Still gonna taste good. And there we have it. All right. There goes Keedra's Kitchen shrimp and grits. And here, I'm gonna let y'all get a good look at that. Y'all see how pretty that looks? All right, I let the green onion be the garnish, okay? You see the white and the grits, all right? And then I have all the other components, the sauce on the outside. So that's what you put it in the bowl. When you put that sauce in the bowl first and you put the grits in the middle, then you get that ring around there. I just think that that's so pretty and so very looks good when you presenting it, okay? All right, that is Keedra's shrimp and grits. All right, if you had a cooking show, I would definitely watch. You know what, James? I'm thinking about putting this stuff, like putting these videos. I'm thinking about doing videos and putting them on YouTube, creating like a little cooking show. Okay, now last but not least, we gotta taste it, okay? And you gotta do that. You gotta do it. All right. So I'm gonna taste. I'm gonna make sure I get the sauce. I'm gonna make sure I get the shrimp. I make sure I get all that other goodness on there. I see the steam, so I'm not gonna be foolish. I'm gonna blow it, okay? I ain't finna burn my mouth, the top of my mouth. Don't y'all hate that when you burn the top of your mouth and you have a little, oh, I hate that. And then it blisters up and then you gotta pop it with, I hate that. So I'm gonna blow my food, okay? Don't that look good? Hi. Hi, oh, from Northern Ireland. Hey, from Northern Ireland. Hey, Sophie. Thanks for joining us. Okay, y'all make sure, before y'all get up off of here, do not leave without liking Keedra's Kitchen, and make sure you share this video, okay? I'm going to probably come back again tomorrow. We can do this again tomorrow at 4 o'clock, all right? I don't know what I'm cooking yet, but if you stay on my page, then I'll probably post tonight what I'm going to cook tomorrow, and I'll post the ingredients. And if you want to run out to the store in the morning and get the stuff, then you can cook along with me, okay? Or if not, then you can just, you know, follow along on the saved video, okay? But I'm going to taste this right quick. I know it tastes good. And it does taste good. Hey, Mike. And I can taste the wine. I can taste the lemon. I can taste just a little bit of heat from that blackened seasoning I put on the shrimp. Or it's just like Mardi Gras in your mouth. It's, oh my God, that's so good. I'm about to enjoy this. And don't forget the wine. This was a blackberry Merlot. Again, okay? All right, so join me back here. I'm gonna do this again tomorrow because this was fun. If y'all had fun, give me some thumbs up if y'all enjoyed this and y'all had fun or whatever. And let me know, comment if you wanna cook with me or whatever. Y'all, I didn't see no thumbs up. Dang, for real, y'all didn't enjoy this? Look at y'all there. Anyway, I'm still gonna come back tomorrow. Thank you, Tracy. I'm still gonna come back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow, 4 o'clock. And we'll cook something different, okay?